Hey everyone! Welcome back! I am back today with more Kamen Rider Zero One! You guys, I'm very excited to see what happens next. If you are joining me early today, you know what it means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much, and as always, I'm sending you up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in the description down below. So, okay, last time on Zero One, we got possibly one of the most horrifying scenes of the series so far. In fact, I'd say it's probably the most horrifying scene of the series so far. I don't know what that metal cluster hopper thing was all about. So, you know, I was so taken aback by it when I watched the episode that I actually didn't get to impart to you guys how scary Guy's actual ability is. Because, you know, he took like his sword thing. His sword thing's pretty scary. Because it can take power from the other riders, and it like restrained Aruto. Like that was he wasn't even close to him. He didn't have to knock him out. He didn't have to do anything. Like that sword is really scary. It's cool, but it's scary. Like I would love it if one of our guys had the sword. I would love Thouser if Thouser was like one of our guys. You know what I mean? Like if Aruto or Fuwa got the Thouser power, I'd be all about it. But not so much on Guy, who I was very happy to see his suit got torn up. Did not get muddy, sadly, which is my ultimate dream. But it got torn up. And you know what? I hope he can't get another one for like a long time. I really do. Because he's a jerk. Anywho, let's talk about Metal Cluster Hopper. Because that was horrifying. It's amazing to me how, like, this is the show with the gotta have Aruto and all the silly jokes. And yet we have, like, really, truly scary stuff. And now that the production budget has gone so far up, when they try to do, like, an effect now, it looks gorgeous. You know, so you're not getting something that looks, and I really have no problem with, like, the you know, what some may feel is, like, the cheaper look of Toku in the past. I have no problem with it. Like, it just doesn't take me out of it. But, you know, like, when they try to do something scary like that, it looks scary now. It really, truly does. Aruto being suspended in that, like, hell that I think was like the arc, but it was nasty, guys. There was screaming, there was wailing and gnashing of teeth. It was bad. You get, like, if I was a little kid, that would have scarred me for life, but in a good way. But that'd be one of those things I would legit remember, like, into adulthood. So yeah, kids watching have that to look forward to. Some nice therapy coming up. But yeah, it was awesome. I thought the look of Metal Cluster Hopper was really cool. I love how it's a very basic design. It's not like, oh, it's very underplayed, but it has its own, like, coolness and scariness to it, you know? So yeah, that was pretty scary. Fortunately, Fuwa showed up. And I like the way that the story was resolved, the plot with the courtroom plot. I thought it was pretty novel to have a little change in the formula and have it, like, not be the guy that Zaya hired, like, doing the shady stuff. And in this case, it was kind of parallel to the way that the defendant was framed. The prosecutor was also framed. So that was, you know, I said that a couple times. Like, I think that was pretty cool that they changed that up. Stuff like that, like, they don't need to get clever with stuff like that, because stuff like that on like a Rider series, we're always going to have, like, these kind of B plots that sort of push things along, but they don't need to be super awesome. But then, like, a lot of times they will make them super awesome, and that's just even better. So, so kudos, and I'm glad that it all worked out. And I think, I don't know, like, he and the girl, like, the defendant and the girl kind of, like, looked at each other like maybe they would patch things up. I don't know. I hope they do. Because that's pretty sad. So, like, all that guy's feelings were legit, and he really, like, truly loved her. And I had to go through all that and be humiliated in a courtroom. So that was interesting. So, anywho, Yeah, Metal Cluster Hopper was terrifying. I'm scared the guy has that kind of power, and then he like very easily forced that on Aruto. Like that's legit scary. But on the bright side, we now have a win for Hiden. So they only need to win. Well, if they win one more, they'll be tied. So they need to win 2 more. Oh God, I just don't even know. I don't know what the next competition is going to be, but you guys, there's only one way to find out. What do you say we jump into this next episode of 01, 01, 01? All right, I'll save it for the dance party. Let's go. Guys, that was like one of the craziest episodes I've ever seen. I feel like that was so insane. All right, so first of all, what happened to the poor guy she was supposed to marry? Like, I get they didn't know each other that long, and she seems pretty impulsive, but I think he really loved her. Like, is he all right? I thought they were gonna get back together. But fun that they brought her back to kind of do something. That was a nice way to kind of bring it full circle. Boy, when Guy walked into that, that matchmaker place, I just should have known it was gonna be just an episode full of craziness. Yeah, no, I don't think he should be with anyone. I think he needs some professional help. He needs to fix him before he even thinks about that. Also, like, Eternally 24 would be fun while she's in her 20s, but I feel like she seems like a fairly shallow person and would not be crazy about that, like, in her 40s. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say it right now. Moving on. I'm guessing that Satellite there cannot just make a new driver for him, because I feel like that would have been the simplest option. So it must be it cannot, like maybe the 01 driver, the belt is like one of a kind. It cannot be reproduced. Maybe I don't know if they said that, it was probably so early on that I was not, without context, it was not sinking in for me. But baby boy, why would you keep putting that on? Why would you keep putting it on? I get the first time because it was like a, okay, split second decision kind of thing. But I feel like after 2 times of doing that, sweetie pie, no, don't do it. Don't do it again. But to be fair, like, even in this case, in the first case, Yua was there. In this case, the most recent one, he was really like the only one who was gonna like fight and not try and kill the out of control people, probably, because the only other one there was Guy. So I get his urgency and needing to transform, but oh man, this is bad. This is like the furthest I feel like Metal Cluster Hopper has ever gotten to, because we had him doing like finisher moves and like, you know, before it was like he fought with Guy a little bit or he fought a little bit and then they were able to get the belt off of him. It's like, oh my God, I guess Fua is not everywhere at once, unfortunately, because he could not rush in and grab that belt off of Aruto. But yeah, no, I don't think Aruto can control that. So, okay, so I have 2 more things to say. First of all, Izu, where'd you learn those words? And baby girl, should you be washing your mouth out with soap right now? Because I know she got it from somewhere else. I know my little Izu would not know any of those bad words. So boy, he just unleashed. Oh my God, I was not expecting that. That was insane. What a great episode. Okay, the other thing is, the whole like 01 is really evil thing. No, I don't buy that, because 01 was totally fine before Guy came along and made whatever he made with whatever he made it with. I mean, the fact that it ruined the driver tells me like there's already like a compatibility issue. I mean, yeah, Metal Cluster Hopper's still compatible, but like this is clearly not like, oh my god, this is just like the real Zero One all along. Like, no. And isn't that just like Guy to do that? To like go and make something, like taint it, and then be like, oh my god, look, it was so bad. Oh my god. Like, oh. I hate that he got a new suit so quickly. I hate it. We need to have a battle around a mud puddle real soon, is all I'm gonna say. I'm scared for Aruto. Curious to see where the whole metal cluster hopper thing is going. Curious to see where the Hirobi situation is going, and what he meant by the fact that Guy is gonna get a little visit from the arc pretty soon. Wow. Great episode, you guys. Wow, I know, like, some of you guys have been telling me it was really, things were really going to start getting insane around, like, the late teens and 20s, and boy, you were not incorrect. Great stuff, guys. I can't wait to see more. Oh, it just really goes on the edge of my seat, that whole episode. Okay, I loved it. I had a blast with it. I hope you did too. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please be sure to join me next time, and we will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.